Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, May 18th, 2019. I would like to thank everybody for your well wishes for my birthday today. It's greatly appreciated, and thank you. When we talk about enlightenment, a lot of people go, why am I not more enlightened? Or there's basically only one thing that blocks us, each of us, if we block ourselves from experiencing moving into enlightenment, and we delay it. And this one thing is to remain in your mind, and it lives in your head, and you never stop thinking. And if you never give the mind space to rest its thinking routine, you can never relax deeply enough to know nirvana. And you think about this when you're thinking, which is almost, basically, it's all the time. When we move, this is one perspective, when we move to enlightenment, you begin to realize that your thinking separates you from entering a cosmic state of being, or a sacred space state of being. Thinking only takes you away from the light of consciousness that is emanating from the core of your being, from your God, right now. So thinking actually creates a lack of consciousness. While being allows for more consciousness to enter by dropping thinking. So you can attain this effortless universal mind and fall into the highest levels of ecstatic consciousness. It kind of becomes confusing for some people, but when you quiet the mind, when you're in the now, and you contain yourself in the now, you don't wander off into the future. See, because like I said, we've had over 60,000 thoughts coming in all the time, every day, plus. And we don't wander off into the past. And if we aren't aware that we're doing it, we can't correct it. We just flow into the future, flow into the past. And we leave the very essence of the now empty, because we're not in the now. You ever notice that you're constantly thinking next, or, what am I going to do? And then I'm going to have to, and you're thinking about things that aren't even you're in the now, but the things you're thinking about are usually in the next day. You see, and that kind of fragments us, and it stops us from moving into enlightenment. And that's how we become hurried. That's how we watch the time. That's how we say, am I going to have time to do this? Am I going to have time to do that? I've got to do this, got to do that, got to do this, got to do that. So, and I always say, check up from the neck up. So if you're living from your neck up, you are only believing in your mind's version of reality, and you remain imprisoned in thought. How can you know the divine source from where all thought comes from until you drop the head? very thing that causes us to think that we're separate from God, from our God, from God, who we are. It creates and holds onto tight beliefs, morals, ideologies, traditions, grudges, and it makes you think you are not be free. When you're free of the mind, that's the true freedom. Resting in your God and relaxing into pure consciousness that you already are. You're already these things. And when you are able and you are successful at liberating yourself from the constant, unending chatter and the dialogue in your mind, you will be instantly happy, free, enlightened. And the mind will no longer be able to bother you with its wants, needs, and desires. You ever notice that if you're always in the mode of wants, needs, and desires? Always. It's incessant. And when we realize, when this civilization of this planet currently realizes that all forms of life contain the same infinitely creative divine energy that is within you. Enlightenment doesn't cost any money. Okay? You can fall into it at any time and any place. Trick is to stop thinking about anything, and enlightenment will show up. Say, stop thinking about anything, and enlightenment will show up. And it is, however, remember, it is an all or nothing experience. All or nothing. All or nothing. So you either going to surrender to your ego mind or you don't. There's no in between. All right? So there's no, okay, I surrender 99% to the land of enlightenment. That's not there. The mind is either absorbed in the self or the ego is still running the big show. Okay? So if your mind is absorbed in the self or the ego is still running the big show. In any given moment, anything can happen. And you can swing in either direction. You can instantly step into the enlightened state when you drop the mind and surrender to the source of pure consciousness. It's absolutely with ease and very simple. And people think that, wow, this divine flash of enlightenment, it doesn't happen from thinking only enlightened thoughts. It cannot. So when or if we possess the right thoughts to become enlightened, then our enlightenment could be taken away when those thoughts disappeared. So enlightenment is something that cannot be taken away because it is your natural state of being, the love that is your essence. And your heart is exactly where enlightenment exists and where it is found. Your heart mind. That's why I always talk about moving and working from the heart mind. So here's a question to ask yourself. This is what it is. It's, what am I doing that is blocking this natural feeling of being enlightened? You ask yourself that. What are you thinking about? How often are you in silence? And how often have you stopped thinking? Clinging, being attached and clinging to thoughts is the number one issue people have. Dwelling on any thought takes you away from the pure presence of your enlightened nature. Dwelling. How many of us do that? It's that simple. So, just by noticing your thinking patterns and bringing awareness to them, you start to enjoy and play, the actual play, and start being the big bright ball of luminescent conscious light that you are. And from that point, you can easily allow any thought to come or go. And your brilliant, beaming, loving essence will immediately shine through on everyone. And people say, well, that's tough. You know, I can't do that. Dropping the mind is easy. And it only takes one little trick called a slight shift in perception. So I invite you to ask yourself one little question every morning from this point forward. What is it like to be free from any attachment to your body, to your thoughts, to your feelings, to your beliefs, to your expectations, to your judgments, etc. And to feel completely, intimately connected, free, open, alive, and joyous in the here and now. Ask yourself this question before you get out of bed every morning, and for 3 days, and see what happens. And this is something worth getting really excited about. And in order to have an enlightening experience, you must devote yourself 300+% to fully being here now. You must let go of every single thought that you are attached to or avoiding. Any thought, idea, or memory that you feel is more important than this all-intelligent, divine, magical universe present that becomes your God. When you let go of the mind, you become one with everything. And you can welcome everything that is happening within this experience of your life right now. And this makes existence feel very sacred and intimate. And then you realize that each human, each life form, place, and thing is actually filled with divine energy, and that the same all-intelligence consciousness, so you end up bowing down to life everywhere you go. Everything becomes enjoyable because you never have a problem enjoying your connection with Source, which is always in the here and now. Make it your reality. That's this meditation. Make it your reality. So, if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are, and relax. Relax your body. As what I've just shared with you. Move yourself into the now. relax the body, drop the shoulders, let everything fall away. Let it go. Let it go. And as you're doing this, relaxing, you're going to want to breathe. And as you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. You breath in through the nose, you breath out through the mouth. And as you breathe in, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003, exhale through the mouth. You want to do this about 6 times at least while I'm talking. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. And the divine positive energy is the sacredness of your God. It is the divine essence. It is everything. You know, when you look at all of the things happening on this planet, you realize the disrespect for life, the divinity of all that there is, ever will be, and ever has been. You understand what's going on. Moving into enlightenment and what I've shared with you, everything, everywhere you go, becomes enjoyable. Because you never have a problem enjoying your connection with Source, which is always in the here and now. This communication from all of divine source creation, you're plugged into that. It communicates to you that you are divine. You are God. You are the essence of all life. You're in the now. You literally are in your heart mind, not your mind. So you let go of thinking. And this communication continues to support the simple secret of being enlightened is to drop your thinking, is to stop thinking. This immediately moves you into who and what you are, a God. As you breathe out, you're breathing out all of the chatter, all of the incessant noise, continual thoughts moving in and out constantly. Your ego interplaying with the mind and all of the things that are conjured through the thinking. Constantly. And that's why we try to meditate from our hearts for 20 minutes a day. That alone will cause you to move closer to the enlightened state. An open heart brings on a quieter mind where you can find this absolute bliss inside. And if you have a hard time not thinking, ponder what you're thinking about. Notice how all your thoughts come and go while you stay permanently. You are forever here now. You realize this, surrender your attachment to your mind, your ego, and its agenda, and release any grip your mind has on any thought. And you're one with every atom in the universe. And the battle is over. And the war is over. If you are no longer fighting with it, continual thinking head has to surrender when it's faced with the heart. It cannot win over the powerful, loving presence from below, the heart. Feeling your deepest, most emotional feelings, which you can find inside. Whatever it is, a feeling of joy, gratitude, appreciation, or love, or anger, or sadness, or grief, or apathy, whatever it is, negative or positive, it does not matter. Just be real and honest with yourself. You cannot lose. Just stop and feel what is really going on in your life. Don't think about it. Just feel it, into it completely, and see how everything changes. We move into our heart mind. We float above the heart. We operate from the heart. We're flowing. We're encased in a perfect sphere of total protection. Sphere emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. The golden white pink light of Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father God of deep eternal love. White fire. Purple transmuting flame, violet ray. Violet blue, purple light, flaming light of Archangel Michael. All these energies flowing are part of us. We're part of all creation. You're everything. You're everything. All life you're a part of. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light, our halo. We see it form. We see it move and form around the center of Gaia, around her middle circumference, the equator. We can see the flames flickering off of the rim of the circle. You see how it embraces all life. How it literally sends and communicates deep eternal love. And we begin to float up above the planet. We begin to slowly move up. As we do this, we call upon all of the light energy beings who are of the highest, deepest eternal love and from the highest, deepest eternal love. The highest benevolence and unselfishness and generosity and tranquility. And all dimensions, all densities, all universes, all existences to join us in this meditation, and they come. Massive numbers in the Googleplexes, they come. They fill the sacredness of space in our solar system, around all the planets, out into the galaxy, beyond the galaxy into the universe, and from the universe into other universes, and into other existences. We feel this massive surge of love light energy, of enlightenment. And as the surge comes in, and they form, and our circle gets bigger, and it glows brighter, and we are in deep gratitude and thankfulness that they're with us. And they are with us. We call upon all the ascended masters, ascended out of body, of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love, of the highest benevolence and generosity and gratitude. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, Memoria, Buddha, Abundantia, all of the ascended masters, the numerous names that aren't recorded. And they join us in this meditation, and they merge with us, and they become part of us, because we are part of them, vice versa. And they are in the deepest gratitude, as we are in the deepest gratitude. We are thankful for their presence as they are ours. We expand, and the light and the energy of the circle and the halo expands in a 360-degree fan-out wave. We call upon all of the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of the angels of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love, and the greatest appreciation and gratitude, humbleness, thankfulness, and benevolence. And they come. They flock in from all directions, immediately merging with us into this wonderful, loving circle of divine creation, created by millions of gods. We continue to move up, and our light continues to expand. And we are thankful for them. We love them, and they love us and are thankful for us. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, beneath earth, all of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love of the highest benevolence, gratitude and humbleness, to join us in this meditation, and they come. They flock in. They join us. They merge. We embrace them. They embrace us. We are in exuberation, ecstasy, with all of these wonderful pieces of divineness with us. And we are thankful. We call upon all the off-worlders who have been assisting this civilization in its freeing itself from bondage, in its awareness of its enlightenment, of its ascension, and of its evolution. They are of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love. They are of the highest generosity, benevolence, humbleness, and tranquility. And they join us. And they are with us. And we are with them. And we embrace and we love them, and they love us. And we are one in this circle of divine love light energy. We call upon all of our loved ones who have left the body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we have inhabited. They are the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love, and total benevolence, gratitude, thankfulness, humbleness, generosity. And they join us. And they embrace us, and we embrace them, and we are very happy they are with us as they are us. And we are very thankful that they are with us as they are us. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms at this time, on and in this planet. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, fire, water, the mermaids, the dolphins, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorns, all of these light energy. And they come and they join us. They are of the deepest eternal love and from the deepest eternal love. They are of the highest benevolence, gratitude, unselfishness, humbleness, and tranquil. And they are with us. We embrace them and thank them. They embrace us and thank us. expand and grow brighter and brighter. We look up and we see our meditative sphere, massive in size. It's at center circle. It can be seen from all dimensions, all existences, all universes. It can be seen beyond the ribbon of creation. It is all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, holding all of our meditations in perpetual motion. It exudes, it emanates pure, deep, eternal love. It does this with no ego. It does it with no thinking. It is total enlightenment. And it literally rains down upon all of us, saturates the tops of our heads all the way through our physical body, etherical body, inside and outside. And we stop thinking. And we're in the now. And we are in the heart mind. And we are free. And we are bliss. And we are in nirvana. All of the things that we have let go of, that we have such a difficult time letting go of, we let go. Any greed, any selfishness, any anger, any distress falls off, melts away. We are enlightened. We look down upon the planet and all of our brothers and sisters in all life, all the gods. We love them. Every one of them. We care for them. In deep gratitude, thankfulness, humbleness, kindness, unselfishness, generosity. And we love them more. And we acknowledge them. And we bow to them as they are life. And we assist with their awakening, moving in to enlightenment, of leaving and letting go of their mind and ego and all of their incessant thinking, dropping it away, and just being in the now, and being in the heart mind, and being the God divinity that each and every one of them and us are. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. more and more practice this simple transition. And the more you do it, the more you will become aware, and you will operate mostly from the heart-mind. You will move into enlightenment. And the pathway's been laid out to you. Take this with you. It's where we should be on this planet. And move throughout the day, the evening, and the night, and the following morning, and experience enlightenment. You can do that right now, if you haven't already during this meditation. Because to be in enlightenment, bliss, nirvana, it's what we truly are. Truly are. We'll be back here Sunday, May 19th, 2019 at 3 p.m. Eastern.